Hey everyone, welcome to the video. So it's been about one day in the season and we'll try to show a few hits on this account, trying to push to gold. We went the top path at 2 ER through Grens and also at 3 ER, trying to get towards crystal crits because that's really strong and maybe some other defense like flames and doom cannon, but we'll show a few hits. So first we got this base. It's kind of a spread out 4 ER. And the big thing which I'm surprised about this season was Grens are really strong. We already maxed them out and can do a lot of work on these semi-compacts, but it's really because they have more damage than heavies. If you try heavy rushing, especially without critters, you probably won't get that far. And it's because there's a lot of boom mines, shock mines, some other buildings. So in this case, we can just drop a heavy and 5 Grens. If there's buildings on the beach, I like flaring a mortar or something, just so the Grens stay a bit behind. And here it just gets all that damage across. Again, we don't have critters on these first few hits, so we're hoping the Grens clear most of the mines. And the mines the Grens don't clear, we can hope heavies do. In this hit, we can also delay a few heavies for the left ER. Once this middle side goes down, heavy should go towards the left. So we'll just let them clear. And though we saw other people take some tech like tanks, I think Grens are also an okay option. And that's especially early on when maybe you don't have critters yet. Again, this account is just at rank 11, so it still has to rank up a bit and get chests for those critters. There we delayed a few heavies and they're going to go left for that sniper and ER. Heavies don't do a ton of damage, but it's still faster than waiting for the Grens on the right to walk all the way over. And knowing those heavies hit a shock mine, but not much you can do without critters. But we'll finish this base. And we can show one more hit without critters. Because I think a lot of people, especially starting lower rank, it does take a little bit to get to that level. Sure, you can wait a few days to get that tech, but it's a big deal on how you can rank up early on. And in this case, we got like a semi-compact on the left and 1 ER on the right side. We sort of hit it the same way even with critters. So taking a couple Grens on the right with just 1 flare, and then everyone else on the left side. Our flare is level 3, so in this case we only need 1. Once the flare is almost expired, we can drop the other troops. Here we got a bit lucky with the snipers on the left, which means the Grens should clear a few of the mines. We delay a few heavies just so if you drop all of them at once, they take all that damage, whereas if you delay them, they can spread out that damage. And in this case, the Grens clear a few boom mines, so heavies are for the other ones. He also doesn't have max machine guns or cannons, so a bit easier to clear the base, just less health on buildings. And the right ER looks good, so it's really just the left. One other thing about Grens is that once most of the buildings die, you can flare close to the ER just to speed up taking it down. And I'd probably do that if the ER is at least half health. In this case, we can even ignore some of the mortars. So once the right ER goes down, we can start flaring left. Cannon should still die since it can pick off Grens. But here we just flare close to the ER and it does a lot more damage. We'll do the same thing for the top ER. Flaring a little close, then onto it. And it might save just a few seconds, but sometimes it matters in Warships. So we'll get a 213 on that and see if it's enough. And that's going to be rank 12, so get ourselves crystal crits. There are some other options like normal critters or drones, but the crystal ones should have more value. That's for just a number of reasons. They follow your own troops, so could potentially clear more mines, have a lot more health, and can even heal your heavies or grens. So here we got our first base with the critters. There's a few buildings on the right side, so maybe you can do a split hit. This guy also has 50 building damage, so should watch out for it. No snipers, which is good. Two main things to watch out for in these Gren hits are mortars and snipers. Because oftentimes the Grens are going to go into range. Mortars aren't too bad if you have some heavies in front, same with snipers. And here we're just using critters for boom mines. Normal mines are maybe if there's 3 or 4 in a group, just enough to kill the Grens. And after we got some of those buildings, we're gonna flare in the middle, as long as everyone goes to the left side. And we're just saving that one other boat for the far right. Usually when they don't have building health, I think 1 Gren is enough for an ER. If there's a sniper or mortar on the right, maybe bring a boat of heavies. But if it's just machine guns or cannons, 1 Gren should take it down. And not much use for critters on this hit because there's no shock mines or not too much other buildings. But still use them a little bit for boom mines. We can't flare close yet since the right ER needs to go down. But once both of them do, you can flare close for that last ER. It does take a while for that one boat to clear that ER. Still not a bad time though, 213. Here we got a similar base but has a Doom Cannon. Only 50 troop damage, so no defense boost. And the Doom Cannon is a bit tough, so we gotta watch out for it. We're gonna take 2 Grens this time on the far right, mainly because there's a few more buildings. So only 1 boat of Grens probably wouldn't have taken it down in time. And on the left side we'll drop the other Grens and a few heavies. A lot of these bases have pretty much all the mines in the middle, so we want to make sure we clear most of them. Usually throwing 2 or 3 crystal crits. And for the Doom Cannon, trying to throw crits on a shock mine, just so they kind of stay there. And if you get more GB, throwing the critters really far in the back. Because you know they're going to walk to the Grens, so the farther you throw them in the back, more distraction they can do. Here they're just going to kill that sniper. They are going to pick off a few Grens, but should be okay. Once it goes down, you can clear the rest of the buildings. And then just onto the ERs. Again, going really close to them just to get more damage. So these bases could get a lot tougher if they have building damage and building health. But if it's a compact, I think Grens are the way to go. And we'll check out one more hit. This guy also has a Doom Cannon. And you notice there's no snipers or mortars on the far left ER. So we can really just take 1 Gren to take it down. Again, mainly because he doesn't have building health too. If he did, probably need 2 Grens. So just trying to flare in the middle, squeezing past those boom mines. We'll still throw 1 critter there, because they might spread onto it. And on the right side, using the other Grens and heavies. Doom Cannon is on the far right, so it might be annoying. It's kind of in a flanking position. And since we did a split hit, we can't really flare until the left ER goes down. So just hoping the Grens stay out of range of that Doom Cannon or distracted with critters. Again, since you're going to follow your troops, trying to throw it on shock mines. Did miss that one there, but can try again. And shock mines last a full 8 seconds, so it's that much time for distraction. And the left ER are so close to going down, but still not enough. It should be okay though. You got enough heavies on the right side distracting the Doom Cannon. And again now, because there's no shock mines, throwing the critters really far in the back. As soon as the ER goes down, we can flare left. There's not much point killing the Doom Cannon since we just need a couple more ERs. So we'll flare left out of range. And we got one more critters for the last TR just to do a bit more distraction. Even though the DC is there, we can still flare close and onto the ER. Gonna lose a few Grens, but enough of them to take it down. And it's not a really fast time, looks like 156. But we also changed our base once we got the Doom Cannon and looks like it's enough. So that'll be gold and we'll get that rank chest. And as far as next steps go, we took kind of the straight path towards even 5 ER. Getting tanks and building health is an option, but I'd probably save towards 5 and all those troops. There's lasers, seekers, and HCs. It'll take a few days of waiting, but I think it's gonna be worth it. And aside from our hits, our base helped out a lot, and hopefully it still works out. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.